When we're all in a better place, when we're all in a better place, if the wind blows free from the treetops to the ocean, why can't we be in a better place? Shards in the sun, and it rains on everyone, and everything's undone and broken, until we're all in a better place. Yeah, we're all in a better place. When the water flows straight down to the ocean, why are the lines so hard to trace?
And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in this beautiful, awakening, transformative planet of ours. This is Metaphysical Meetup with Marc Live here on the Intuitive Prospector page. Good morning to my fellow prospectors who join me on Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to explore and discover not only the diamond within, but also the many gems, the mysteries, the unknown, the curiosity, as the prospector should, to go out into this world and see what this world has for us in this physical journey of what we call life. So good morning to you. I hope you had, for those of you in the United States, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with family and friends and good food and just many blessings and gratitude for that day. That's for my friends here in the United States. Not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving, but we had a very chilled day, watched a little football, ate some really good food, and just relaxed. And sometimes that's what you need to do in life. So this morning, we're going to get into some live readings, and I will put the Zoom link in for you. If you want to come in live and have a conversation with me, ask me a question, do a reading. We'll go to the cards here in a little bit. Let me move my musical instrument here. And then we can do a book reading, a card reading. You come in and talk to me live in the Zoom room, and I'll put that Zoom room link in. Let me just grab that right now. I'm thinking of it. And let's see, copy invite link. Good morning to my moderators. Good morning to my team. Thanks for contributing, sharing out, being here on a Friday morning, having a cup of Joe, and talking about just the things that are going on in life. And this morning, I wanted to talk about dreams. And so today's episode is what dreams may come. And, the reason I'm talking about dreams is when I was sitting in meditation this morning thinking about, because I usually don't do my shows until the morning of. They're not scripted. I don't have any notes. And I just think about what I want to talk about, what resonates with consciousness, what's going on in the world. And this morning, it was about dreams. And so I'm going to give you some tips and some things to think about dreams. Now, dreams are interesting for the fact, especially, for me, the last 8 months I've had 2 major surgeries. I've been cut into 4 times now with my low back, my left knee. And during those processes, they give you all sorts of goodies, oxycodone, hydrocodone, super Tylenol, gabapentin, muscle relaxers to help with your pain. But the interesting thing when you've taken narcotics, if you've ever taken narcotics from sickness or surgery, you have some very fascinating yet disturbing yet laughable dreams in the narcotic state. Now, I'm not taking any narcotics anymore. I'm actually on the road to recovery and rehab. Rehab starts in about 2 weeks. But it was just interesting because I wanted to talk about the dreamscape because I had some very interesting dreams on the narcotics and then when I came off the narcotics. So today's episode is what dreams may come. If you've ever seen the movie, I think it's one of the best renditions of what the afterlife can look like. We have a lot of questions as spiritual prospectors searching for the mysteries and mysticisms and unknowns of our world and also our journey here, why we're here. And one of them is death and dying. This is something that I didn't really think too much in my early 20s, and it was about my mid 20s, 27, after extreme loss, extreme grief, extreme tragedies of my own journey, my family, and the loss of family members all at the same time. It really changed my thought process about how I think about death, how I think about living, how I think about the present moment. And one of the movies that really has resonated with me, because I started to explore, I started to prospect. That's where the intuitive prospector concept came from, that I write about in my book back here, that you can get at my website right here. And the journey that I do today, as a writer, as a podcast host, as an author, as a show host, is to share the different perspectives of, I don't know the answers. I don't. I've had a near-death experience. I've towed the line. I've had an out-of-body experience. I've had some amazing experiences with the afterlife and, as a medium. But that's my experiences, right? And so until you come to your own experiences, we are the sum of our experiences. And you may not be a believer. I wasn't always a believer in this, to be honest with you, in my early 20s. But at the age of 27, when everything started getting turned upside down on its head, I really started to be more open-minded to explore. And I would rather have an open mind, based on the unknowns versus a closed mind based on how I was raised in religion. And that's the difference between religion and spirituality. Religion has fallen a set of doctrine and dogmas and rules and fears and and there's a lot of religions out there, right? There's over 5,000 different gods in today's society. Spirituality is really going after what you are exploring for, to prospect for what's right for you. Not what other people say you should do, but what you should do to find that diamond within, to heal, to transform, to ascend, to change the alchemy makeup of who you are. And that's what I have done this last decade, is exploring and the topics of death and dying. And in the movie, Robin Williams plays a doctor, and he loses his children, just tragically in a car accident. And then he gets killed, and his wife is left behind, and so she's just in a bad way. And it's really his journey of going to the other side, the afterlife, Summerland, the etheric world, the spirit world. Some of you may call it heaven. And it's really a great rendition of what dreams may come of, I thought, very creatively. And this movie was done years ago. So at the time, it was very epic in looking at what the other side looks like, the Akashic records, the good side of death, the not so good dark side of death. And I thought Robin Williams did a really good job in that movie. And Cuba Gooding Jr. is also in the movie. And so it's a really good movie to check out if you're curious about death and dying. Maybe it scares the shit out of you. I know before my journey, death I was kind of scared of. Now I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of dying. I think we worry about how we're going to go, right? There's certain ways I would not want to exit this body and decarnate back to the other side. There's certain ways I would not want to go. One, being buried alive would be horrible. But that's our mind playing tricks on us, right? That's the ego. Because the ego fears death. The spiritual side of you does not, because you know that it's not the end. We know by the rules of science that the energy that's based in the heart, that makes the heart go, that gives you this present moment of being alive, we know once that energy leaves the heart stops beating. You as a physical incarnate being stop existing here, but that energy must go back to source. It must move over that vibration, that frequency. And that's just from my years in medical. That's my years in exploring and trying to understand energy and frequency and vibration, going back to some of the great minds. Nikola Tesla talked about, if you want to really truly unlock the secrets of the universe, you have to think in terms of energy, the frequency and the vibration of things. And when you start to explore that, death changes. You're no longer scared of death, because you know that the energy that's harnessed here will leave, but it has to travel somewhere. Your memories, your love, your mannerisms, who you are as a being. And this universe is pretty big, right? So during that time, we have, and I've always been fascinated with this, and feel free to comment in the sections. I'll give some shout outs, and then we'll do some readings here. And I'll put the, let me go over to the Facebook page too, and I'll put the Zoom link in if you want to come in and have a chat about dreams today, because that's what we're talking about. What dreams may come is today's topic, because dreams are fascinating to me. And I don't know if you're in the same mindset as me. I've always been curious since I was a little kid. I've always been curious, pushing, not accepting status quo, not accepting what's always been told to me, just because I think it doesn't make it so either. But I've always been curious to why we go to sleep. Why, as humans, do we, for half of our life, spend it in a realm where we're not doing anything? Because you need sleep. Science shows that. Health studies show that. But the other interesting thing about dreams is when we go to sleep, the brain, so we stop doing everything. This is the power of meditation as well. When you stop doing things in a conscious way and you just sit and you take in a powerful breath and you move your mind into the present moment, the brain acts differently. The nervous system acts differently. The adrenals act differently. And when you go to sleep, through sleep studies, and I've done a lot of research on this, the brain becomes more active. It fires in different parts of the area of the brain that normally don't function when we're conscious and when we're alive, talking and interacting, right? But as soon as we lay down and the head hits the pillow and we start to fall off into that dreamscape, the brain becomes more active and fires on many different levels. And that's always been fascinating to me, that curiosity, that unknown, right? And we're all today, that's what Metaphysical Meetup with Marc is all about, is discussing and exploring and discovering the many unknowns and the different perspectives. And again, you may not agree with what I'm saying, and that's fine, but I lay everything out every time as a smorgasbord, as a buffet, and you pick and choose what you like. But we can have fun along the way. We can be civil, and we can learn from one another along the way as well. So I've always been fascinating why we go to sleep in our life, in this journey. Now, some would say that this is a matrix style reality, that this that we're living in a simulation. Some of the best known scientists have said they can't debunk that maybe that there's a higher intelligence that has us like a reality TV show living in a matrix, and that's why we have to disconnect and go to sleep for at least 6 to 8 hours every single day. And the more, the longest I ever stood up, I was trying to think, the longest I was ever up was it was over 36 hours. It was in my Coast Guard days, and we were doing a rescue in a tow out on the Atlantic Ocean, and we had to pull watch, and somebody got injured. I can't remember. I was the EMT on the boat, so I had to cover, and I hadn't been to sleep in like 36 hours, 24. Yeah, it was almost 3 days, and I was just batshit crazy. And then when I hit the pillow, I was out. Like I was out. And so it's always been, fascinating to me. Why do we go to sleep as humans? And then we wake up and we start this journey all over again. And, I don't, maybe you're not in the same boat as curious as I am, but I am, always been curious about why we go to sleep. But during that dreamscape, we have, or during the time we're sleeping, we have this dreamscape. And I want to talk about some of the benefits about dreams. So I put the Zoom link in the comments as well. You can comment, and then we'll get to the readings here in just a second after I kind of present today's topic. And then I'll run down and grab my phone. I forgot my phone again. Grab my coffee, forgot my phone. But the number to call as well, I'll put that in the comment section if you want to come in and have a chat. So especially about your dreams, because again, I find dreams to be fascinating, and I find the concept of why do we go to sleep and half of our life is spent in a sleep state realm, right? That's just fascinating to me. It questions your bigger reality of life. Maybe you've never thought about it, and that's okay too. So good morning to Jane. Good morning, Tara. Good to see you. See you both. Hi, Gamash. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Cristovo. Hope I'm saying your name right. Lisa, good morning to you, my friend. Colleen, good morning. Edgelyn, Lesage, Jen, Blake, Hawa, Stella, Steve, St. Fleur, Jerome Dennis, Lafargue, Jean Ewald, Nicholas, Nago, hello to you. Tasita, hello to you. So go ahead and leave some comments. Nancy, hello to you. Leave some comments. Make sure to subscribe, hit that subscribe button and that like, so you can, prospect with me on Fridays, or you can catch me over on my YouTube channel. And thank you. We're about to hit 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm just so very humbled and grateful for the prospectors that join me and asking these bigger questions. Why do we go to sleep? What happens in our dreamscape? Have you had some very profound dreams? I know that I have in my journey. I've had some dreams where I've woken up just fully like upset, angry, tired. I've also had dreams where I've woken up very inspired, very emotional. I've even had a few dreams where I've woken up with tears coming down my cheek. So, the dreamscape is a very fascinating concept, and dreams have long fascinated humanity. And it serves, I've long said that it serves as a bridge between the unconscious mind and the unconscious mind. And if you don't know the difference right now, unconsciously, you've been breathing, interacting with me for the last 19 minutes, right? That's an unconscious. You didn't think about breathing, but once I started talking about breathing, taking a breath in, activating my chi, feeling my chi, my life force. Now that what was unconscious thought, because I talked about it, was now conscious thought. And so I find that, with our fascination of the dreamscapes and why we go to sleep every night is, it's this bridge between the unconscious and conscious mind. And I wanted to just do a kind of a detailed exploration of prospecting through the power, through the science, through the healing aspects, and the sense of connection that dreams can provide for you. Some people don't remember their dreams. There's many people that I talk to, some of my colleagues, people I've done readings for, my students, they don't remember their dream, and that's fine. But what you can do is you can start to keep a dream journal and keep it right by your bed. And so when you wake up, you may not remember your dream, but what you can do is you can write down and say, you know what, today I feel really tired. I feel like I was traveling, like astro traveling. I feel like I was doing something. And you can write your emotions down based on when you wake up. I talk about the emotions, the PEMs, the physical, the emotional, the mental, the material, and the spiritual aspects that intertwine with our journey and our spiritual pathways. And so what I recommend is, and when you keep a dream journal, as soon as you wake up, reach over and just jot down some emotions of how you're feeling, or I don't remember my dream. I'd like to remember my dream. Set your intentions to visualize, to manifest. But do it before your feet hit the ground, because once your feet hit the ground, the ego mind, the analytical mind, the logical mind, the reasoning mind, the left hemisphere of the brain kicks in. Feet hit the ground. You're thinking about your day, your job, what's ahead of you, blah, 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 blah. There's so many things. Then most of us go into the bathroom and we do our private time in the bathroom, shower and shave and all of that. And your mind has already lost about 60% of what that dreamscape may be, right? And then as you go farther throughout the day, it gets to about 90% lost. So it's really important, if you don't know your dreams or you don't remember dreams, do it first thing in the morning before your day gets started, before your feet hit the ground, and start. Just think of it, when your feet hit the ground, the ego mind is engaged and you're ready to go. So by laying in bed, you're still in that relaxed sleep state, and you can just write down a few things, and you may have, interactions with your loved ones. I know on my dreams under narcotics, they were very wacky and crazy and sometimes very disturbing. And then as I came off the narcotics for my surgeries, I got back to my normal dreamscapes, because I dream a lot. Now, what's interesting to me about the dreams and what dreams may come is when I'm talking to somebody, I'm not talking to them here. I'm just knowing it almost like telepathically. It's like a known concept in your mind without having words. And then the other thing is, sometimes I dream in color. Sometimes I don't dream in color. I don't remember the colors. It's kind of like a black and white. But the dreams over the last few nights have been very inspirational, connection to those that have crossed over before me, and in color. And so I write those down in a dream journal. And so that's what I'd recommend if you don't have the ability, you don't think you have the ability to remember your dreams, because in your dreams, there's a bigger connection. Like I said, the mind is more active asleep than it is awake. And that's long been fascinating, because it's like, are we going to sleep to connect every night to something bigger than ourselves? Some of you may think you're just going to connect to release rest the physical body. But if that's the case, why does the mind explode when we're doing nothing? So it's not just a physical rejuvenation, revigoration, plugging in, like when the car runs out of gas, you got to fill it up. If it runs out of electricity, you got to plug it in. Same thing, with our phone, you got to plug your phone in, right? But there's an aspect that the physical body requires it. Science shows that, but also the mind does some very interesting things. The nervous system, the auric field, the heart rate, the breath rate. And so the power of dreams, I have found through the power of dreams, is creative inspiration. Some of my ideas that I've come up with and have written about and have podcasted about have come through my dreamscapes. I know that many artists, writers, and including inventors have credited their dreams with providing inspiration for their work. A lot of famous painters would get their inspiration. Some of the movies that have come out, I know that Twilight was based on a dreamscape. Twilight's here, the vampires versus the werewolves here just north of me up in Forks, Washington. And that dream brought into reality. And I always say things are born twice. First in our mind, whether it is connected through a dream or just a creative idea, and then what we do and what actions we take to bring it into our own reality, our own manifesting, visualization. Like I have a lot of things that I want to manifest, and a lot of things that I visualize, from my next book, to my own card deck, to shows upcoming for my podcast, inspirational clothing, but it's all here, right? And so I have to take action to bring it out into my reality, to manifest it into a physical, incarnate energy. And that's been hard over the last 8 months, because for the last 8 months, I've had nothing but surgeries, have since retired, and been in rehabilitation. But you keep going, you keep plugging along, and you keep focusing on what you want. So, the power of dreams can lead to very innovative ideas and solutions to problems. That's another thing I found, that some of the solutions to some of the problems that I've faced have come through my dreamscape. And of course, I write them down in my dream journal, and I can go back and review that. So put a date and time in your dream journal, today's date, the time you woke up, what you were feeling, maybe what you remembered, and then just be done. It takes not more than 2 minutes. And there are times when I've gone back and looked at my dream journal. I'm in my third one now, where I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't think about that. That's interesting, because that was a solution to a problem that I was facing at that time, right? And so, the power of dreams can be very creative in your inspirational work, whether you're an artist, a painter, a writer, an inventor, and it can lead to very innovative ideas. So don't discount your dreams, is what I'm saying. Intuition and insight, I find that dreams can sometimes reveal truths about ourselves or situations that we're in based on the dreamscape. It's almost like you're taking this third party perspective of yourself and the situation, and the situations that we're facing, and that broader perspectives helps us tap into our intuition and that subconscious knowledge, if you will. So that can be the power of dreams, and of course using your intuition, which I believe everybody has intuition. Not everybody chooses to be psychic or a healer or a medium or a teacher, but I believe that every single human being is born with empathy and intuition to help you on your journey. Whether you choose to use those or not, that's always free will and choice, right? But one of the things that I found in this journey, and I wanted to say it this morning, that the secret is there is no secret to life, right? It's really consistency over intensity, it's progress over perfection, and it's fundamentals over fad. And you do that over and over again, you're going to start to visualize and manifest the things that you want to do. And your dreams may be a catalyst, may be an amplifier to help you bring that into your own reality. So again, the secret is there is no secret to life. It's about just being consistency with what you're doing over in any intensities and drama and social media of the world. Progress over perfection. Nothing is perfect. The diamond, is created under extreme pressures. Otherwise, it's just a piece of coal remaining in the darkness of the dirt. And then, of course, your fundamentals. What are your fundamentals? Because it's fundamentals over fads. And we see fads come in from music to clothing to dance to reality TV to social media. Stay with your fundamentals of who you are so you don't get caught up in the fads, right? And let your dreams reveal truths about yourself, your situations that you're facing, and tapping into that intuitive knowledge and that subconscious mind. Sometimes we connect to our ancestors, and I sometimes believe through my experiences now through deep meditations, workshops, plant medicines, that the ancestors whisper their secrets and their knowledge to us through our dreams if we're listening, right? So the emotional process, dreams can often allow us to process emotions and experiences, helping us confront our fears and any kind of unresolved issues. I know my dreams of my past have come up many times. I always have a dream of a plane crash for some reason. I don't know if that's I was involved in a plane crash in a former life, or I see it, I'm going to witness a plane crash, but I have a repeating dream. And you may have this repeating dream, another reason to write it down, because sometimes it makes no sense at the time. And then a year later or 3 years later, you're like, oh, that's what I was seeing. That's what I saw. And that's, we call that deja vu moment. Like, did I dream that? Did I know that? I just had a deja vu moment just last night during Thanksgiving on some of the stuff that we were doing. And I noted it, and some call that a glitch in the matrix, but I was like, oh, I've either dreamt this, or I just, this feels familiar to me, that deja vu, the soul amnesia of recognizing something that we've maybe always known, right? So emotional process, like I said, dreams often allow us to process emotions and experiences, helping us to confront our fears and unresolved issues. And remember, if you follow my journey as a prospector, I always talk about fear, false evidence appearing real, and take that false fear energy, that fear energy that we see in today's social media and the news cycle and in the world. People are driven and controlled by fear. And for me, a lot of times I look at it as an observer and go, that's false evidence appearing real, but it's not a real fear, right? There is three things that you're going to do in a fear-based situation. If you're being chased by a big grizzly bear, or you're going down a steep mountain at no control, you're going to fight, flight, or freeze. You're going to either fight to get out of it, you're going to freeze up, or you're going to take flight and try to get out of that situation, right? That's the three things that the nervous system of the human experience will do: fight, flight, or freeze. So that emotional process of that fear, once it becomes that fear-based energy, tell yourself, you know what? I was listening to Marc the other day, and he talked about false evidence appearing real, and turn that into face everything and rise. When you face your fears, and you use that fear acronym, face everything and rise, you're going to become a much more knowledgeable, confidential being because you're facing your fears. And that's where the diamonds come in. That's where you get the diamonds of yourself and to know thyself. One of the big things for me, you may not know this, but I'm not a fan of spiders. I have never liked spiders, but I realized that that was a learned behavior passed on to me. And over this last year and a half, working with plant medicine at a very deep level, um, I have overcome that fear. I've even held a spider and have connected with it and seen the beauty of what spiders are, because spiders in the spiritual sense are actually, they spread their webs, which is vibration, right? And so spiders are actually good for nature. They kill, one spider can kill up to 10,000 insects within its lifetime. So think if there was no spiders, think the amount of insects that we would have, bugs and gnats and mosquitoes. So spiders actually hold balance in nature, and they also create webs, which is based off of vibration. So they're known as spiritual vibrations, of spreading vibrations through the spiritual realm. And that's what they're, if you look at a web too, it almost looks like a portal, right? So one of my fears that I've had to conquer over this last year was my fear of spiders, in overcoming. They're still creepy. They still look creepy. There's some spiders that can harm you, but most spiders don't, right? Most people don't know that the most venomous spider on the planet is not the brown recluse, which can cause damage. My hairdresser actually got bit by a brown recluse, and it caused some serious damage. Black widows, tarantulas, but the daddy longleg is actually, the female daddy longleg is one of the most venomous spiders, and I used to play with them. And unfortunately, I used to pull their legs off and laugh because it would bounce around. Very cruel, I know. As a young kid, I wasn't very nice. I was a boy, but we would play with daddy longlegs because their mouths are too small to break the skin. But based on the venom that they hold, they're one of the most venomous spiders, and that's a daddy longleg, right? So once you become aware of your fear and you say, "Oh, that's false evidence appearing real. I'm not going to buy into that." Your dreams may present that fear-based energy, is what I'm saying. And when that fear-based energy presents itself, take a step back, take a breath, and turn that false evidence appearing real. Takes courage, and face it. Face everything and rise, and you're going to become a much different being, a much different person. Your mindset will change. And like I said, I've actually held a spider and connected with a spider during my plant medicine ceremonies that I've now participated in and love, and have gone to a very deeper spiritual journey and perspective and connection. And again, one of the things that I realized, it was somebody else's fear projected onto me as a learned behavior growing up. And once you realize that, then you realize it's not really much to be fearful of. But dreams can do that. They can create that emotional process, is what I'm saying. So in the science of dreams, sleep cycles, dreams predominantly occur during what's called the rapid eye movement, or the REM state. Now, there you can get to different levels with the brain. We study this in my development group. We talk about this, the alpha, the beta, the theta, how to get into different brain waves through meditation, through prayer, through music, through sleep. These are all things that you can do. But once you get into that REM sleep state, that rapid eye movement stage of sleep, which is crucial for your cognitive functions, the physical, right, and your emotional regulation, that's the science of sleep cycle. So it's important to have sleep. But again, why as humans do we have to sleep? Why do we sleep half of our life? Why do we crawl in and do nothing for 8 hours and then wake up and redo this thing all over again? That's always just been one of the questions I've always asked. But what can happen is, from memory consolidation, research suggests that dreaming plays a role in consolidating memories as well, and learning, helping to integrate new information into our existing knowledge base. So if you think about all the memories you've ever had in your life, sleep can help be that storage to store your memories, if you will. And it's funny because we were just watching a show last night called Brilliant Minds. Great show on NBC. It's a doctor that really kind of gets into, he's very he's not your normal doctor. He doesn't fit within the system, and he tries to get into the understanding of the symptoms of his patients, and will actually put himself in the same situation as his patient so he can try to find a diagnosis and a treatment plan. And the guy that plays it, he's Spock in the Star Trek series, the newer Star Trek series. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but he does a brilliant job. And last night's episode that we were watching was based on dreams and how our dreams fade. And so sleep can actually be part of that memory consolidation. So that's why we go to sleep, is to also consolidate our memories, because over time our memories do fade, and they do, we do lose our memories, right? But it can play a role. Sleep cycles can play a role in consolidating memories and learning, and helping to integrate new information into our existing knowledge base. And our knowledge base is always transforming and growing, especially in today's society. There's a lot going on. There's also a neurotransmitter activity that takes place in some of my science reviews that I've done. And they say that the brain's chemical activity during sleep influences dream content. And various neurotransmitters are involved, including serotonin and dopamine. There's also the pineal gland, which is in the center of the brain. It's a gland that we call it the third eye. It resides right behind the brow chakra. We call it the third eye because it is the makeup of an eye. It has tissue like a cornea. It's surrounded in fluid. It has little hairs that come off of it, and it actually collects energy and vibrations. And it's one of I think it's the second most blood flow used from the heart that comes up to the brain is the pineal gland. And that pineal gland is also that's a regulator of your sleep cycle, which has always, again, been fascinating when you start talking about the anatomy, the physiology, and the science and the spirituality of things, is the pineal gland and how it connects us to something bigger ourselves, the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, etc. And again, it uses vibrations a lot, and it's a gland that's attacked a lot by the body itself. So if you ever want to learn more about the pineal gland, I've taken a couple classes on it, and it's just a fascinating concept within the brain. And again, that pineal gland is interesting because it regulates not only the dopamine and the serotonin, but also the sleep cycles of how we can go to sleep. And sometimes it's depleted, so we don't go to sleep like we should, or we have unnatural or unhealthy sleep habits, right? So that neurotransmitter activity, just remember that there's things that are taking place in the sleep cycles that also regulate the fluids of dopamine and serotonin in your brain, also regulated by the pineal gland as well. So healing through dreams. This was a topic that I found very fascinating in my own journey. And I'm doing a lot of healing through my dreams from these, like I said, I haven't in 50 plus years, almost 53 plus years, didn't really have any major surgeries. A nose surgery, which was easy. I broke my leg, I guess, when I was little, but I don't have any memory. Talking about memories, I don't have any memory of that. But within the last 8 months, I've had a serious back surgery and now a serious knee surgery. And so I'm healing. And so I've been paying attention to my dreams because healing can come through your dreamscape, is what I'm saying. So psychological healing, dreams can serve as a therapeutic tool in both psychology, allowing individuals to explore feelings, fears, and desires in a safe environment. Therapies like dream analysis can facilitate personal growth. I know that there are people that have done sleep studies. There are people that actually need assistance breathing. I know a lot of my friends and a few of my family members have to be on a CPAP machine to help them breathe because they would actually stop breathing during the night. Back in the day, the beds used to be shorter because you would sleep at a 45-degree angle. So you shouldn't be sleeping completely on your low back. You should be at least a 30 to 45-degree angle because it helps regulate the heart and it also helps regulate the breathing, just FYI. And that's how they used to sleep back in the day. Their beds were actually quite short. People weren't as tall as they are today as they were back then. But if you go to, like, we went to, we were in Amsterdam, and we went to one of the famous artists, and they had the remake. It was a Rembrandt. I think it was Rembrandt. And we went through his house, and the beds were quite small. And I asked the lady, I said, why are the beds so small? But you would see that they were small, but they were always at a 45-degree angle. So they would sleep at a 45-degree angle because the thoughts was, you would die when you go to sleep. Your chance of dying was increased if you laid flat. So they would actually raise you up at 45 degrees. So, that's just something to think about. And again, you're exploring from a psychological healing, you're exploring your feelings, your fears, but you're doing it, and your desires, but you're doing it in a safe environment. And again, therapies like dream analysis can facilitate personal growth. I've done biofeedback, I've done hypnotherapy, I've done sleep meditations, I've done past life regressions. So those have all been very helpful. And part of that is the dreamscape. You're actually, firing some of the brain at different levels. Some of you may have nightmares and night terrors and you don't like going to sleep. I know when I was little, I had a lot of interactions with the spirit world that I didn't understand at the time. But addressing troubling dreams can lead to healing by confronting and understanding the underlying issues and that manifest as fears in our sleep, that root cause. Again, that's why I'm saying fear is that false evidence appearing real, and then face everything and rise. It's kind of like, it reminds me of, for those of you that have seen Wicked, we just went and saw Wicked. I've seen the Broadway play many times, love the musical, love the soundtrack, very powerful. And then this movie was just epic. It's one of the best renditions of a Broadway musical to a movie I've ever seen. Very powerful, makes your hair stand up. But what you realize is the fear of the wizard. Once you face it, like she does in the movie, The Wicked Witch, you realize he's not as powerful as he portrays himself to be. Right? There's that facade. There's that fear-based energy, and she faces everything. She's labeled wicked for it, and they rise up against her. But she takes a stand and she faces everything and rise. When you realize that the things, these nightmares or these terrors or the Wizard of Oz, how scary he can be. He's really not a scary guy. He just has a lot of tools that make himself look scary in the movie. And you realize, going back to the original Wizard of Oz, Glinda is not as good as she portrays herself to be as Glinda the Good. So, if you have nightmares or night terrors, addressing those troubling dreams, maybe you do a sleep study and get somebody that's a professional to assist you in this journey with your dreams. But it can just help you face and confront those and a deeper understanding to those issues that manifest as fears in our sleep. I know after I went through my near-death experience, I had some trouble sleeping. I know when I was in the Coast Guard, we had to recover bodies in an airplane crash. I know that I had trouble sleeping, right? That what was happening in my physical world was now portraying in my sleep. Some of those underlying issues, the traumas, facing those experiences, and some of the things that I've seen in my professional career, both as a coastie and as a professional firefighter. So I would remember some of my sleep cycles being disrupted by that and the dreams that I would have. And so the best way to do that is to still go to sleep and face them. And especially if you're having nightmares or night terrors, or seek somebody to assist you in that, because from that, the stress relief, engaging with dreams can provide a form of escape from our daily stresses, and it can contribute to our overall mental health. And if you confront your fears, it helps you move past that to grow, to heal, to transform, and to find that diamond within, if you will. So connecting in dreams, interpersonal relationships. I have found that dreams often reflect our relationships with others. They can reveal our feelings about friends, family, and yes, romantic partners. It can help us to navigate our connections in this waking life of ours. Like I said, why do we go to sleep and then we wake up and the journey starts all over again? That's kind of cool. You can see the sun is shadowing. You can kind of see my altar. Let's see. Let's go over here. I want to get out of the way here because I don't see this very often. But you can see behind me my altar. This is up on my window, and I've got like a prospector and crystals and different pine cones. You can kind of see the shadow of that. Isn't that kind of cool? I didn't never notice that before. Kind of looks like a rendition of the Last Supper, the Da Vinci Last Supper, with all the way that it's set out. So again, just awareness, right? Didn't notice that. But when you are, working on interpersonal relationships through your dreams, you can reveal feelings about friends, family, romantic partners. And again, it just helps with our consciousness in the many pathways of this waking life that we all go through. There is definitely cultural and spiritual significance with our dreams. If you want to do some more research and do some more prospecting, I highly recommend that you do that. Some people report experiencing shared dreams or dream telepathy, which I find fascinating. Again, I think that's where our evolution has taken us, more to the mind versus speaking through a vibration, which is a vibration off a vocal cord, if you think about it from a metaphysical state of mind. But the cultural and spiritual significance, I find that many cultures in the journey and the exploring that I've done, many cultures view dreams as messages from the divine or the spirit world, and it's fostering a sense of connection to something greater than oneself. Whether you are a believer in something bigger than yourself, whether you're an atheist and don't believe in anything after this, we're born, we live, we die, that's it. If you're agnostic, you're seeking proof. At times I go from full believer to agnostic, as I know that there is based on my experiences, but I still, that analytical ego mind still wants proof, right? Believe it, or see it, believe it, achieve it. I always talk about believe it, see it, then you'll achieve it. But that's just the human condition, right? That's the human experience. But a lot of cultural and spiritual significance are tied to the dream world as being messages from whatever you consider to be the divine, the spirit world. And again, it fosters this sense of connection to something greater than oneself. Some may call that God, the Great Spirit. It has many different names. I don't try to put that into a box because I don't know how we could as humans try to label something that we just don't fully understand, but is that connection to something bigger than ourselves. And again, the shared dream aspect has always been fascinating, where people have the same dream. I remember doing a podcast with a former retired FBI agent. It was called The Real X Files. And he had to go out and do interviews with 200 different people that were having the shared dreams of planes flying into buildings. So that's an example of shared dreams. But he had to go and interview them to make sure they weren't a terror suspect. Why were you having these dreams prior to this event? And so that's a phenomenon that is part of the dream world, part of the dreamscape, and maybe our dream telepathy, if you will, suggests a unique connection between individuals that transcends the physical realm and gets into more of that metaphysical, spiritual, quantum aspect of being. And again, I always come back to, just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not here. Okay. So that's really what I wanted to share today. Good morning to Liz. Good morning to Christine, Edeline, Irene, Valerie. Hello to you. Michelle, hello to you. Just giving some shout outs. Carlos, good morning to you, my friend. Pret, hello to you. Adela, Ahmet from Turkey, hello to you, my friend. Garal, Narissa, Nalud, Angelo, Kara, hello to you. Janelle, hello to you. Colleen says, I had a dream I won Publisher Clearinghouse. Fingers crossed it comes true. Hey, yeah, I'm with you. That would Publishers Clearinghouse. That would be awesome. Hi, Christy. Hi, Misha, Nolan, Saul, Joseph. Grateful for you as well, Lisa. Thank you. Shasha, T-Rock, Teresita. A lot of people tuned in today. So thanks for being here. Again, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We're talking about what dreams may come. Check that movie out if you've not checked it out, with Robin Williams. It was done, I think, in the 1990s. Great visual. I don't know how accurate or truthful it is, but it's a great visual in the imagination of what the afterlife looks like. And I always tell people, with my work, heaven isn't a location. The spirit world isn't a location that we go to, right? We want to, in our minds, and I've known this from my own near-death experience. I did ascend up and look back at my body. So we ascend up. That's where you use the word ascend, and we look up, like we look up to the stars. But if you think about it, heaven isn't up, hell isn't down, because we're on a round planet going around a big ball of fire. So metaphysically, there is no up or down. So you start to realize that the world within the world, something I've written about in my book, Between Worlds, Reflections, is heaven isn't a location. Heaven is a vibration. That we know that the brain can actually vibrate in 12 different frequencies, 12 different dimensions. And that's what I firmly believe now. We don't go to a location after we leave this physical side. We vibrate to the vibration. It's like finding that right vibration, that right frequency, that right radio station that you tune into. Death for me is like tuning in and getting out of one car and getting into another. But the vibration is a lot quicker. The vibration is a lot faster. So again, heaven isn't a location, because there is no up or down on a round planet rolling around in space. It's more of a vibration, and we vibrate. So that's where meditation can help you. That's where prayer can help you. That's where healing can help you. That's where chanting can help you. Music, sound bath, nature. It increases your vibration, your auric field, your nervous system, calms the mind. And again, the mind is wired to have different experiences with vibrations. And I believe that the dreamscape is also a vibration, because we sit and do nothing, but yet the mind, we're just sitting, sleeping, not doing anything, and the brain is firing. The vibrations have increased, and then we wake up, and it's like the brain becomes dormant. So that's, it's. I find that dreams are a multifaceted aspect of our human experience. I think it offers insights into our emotions, our creativity, and our relationships on the dreamscape. And if we understand the power, the science, and the healing potentials and the connections found in our dreams, I believe that individuals like yourself, prospectors that are curious about the diamond within and the many gems all around us, we can harness our potential to enrich our waking lives, is really what I'm saying. And engaging with our dreams can be a profound journey of self-discovery. It can be a journey of healing. It can be a journey of connections. And most importantly, a connection to something larger than yourself. So I hope that makes sense. Again, What Dreams May Come. Check out the movie. Great movie. If you've always been curious about death and dying and the afterlife and the spiritual unknowns. So I hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to just take a quick break. I'm going to put on a song. I'll go grab the telephone if you want to chat. The Zoom link is out there. Let me put the number in. Look for the avatars. Let's see here. Where's and I'll go grab I always forget the telephone. I get my coffee and I always forget the telephone. But this will be my business line if you want to call in. Okay, so look for the avatar that says flow. That's my business line. That'll ring here to my studio. So you can call me and have a chat about dreams. You can come into the Zoom room live. I ask if you come into the Zoom room. The passcode is this year, 2024. Just click on the link. It's very easy. Just please turn down any, if you're watching the show, just turn down the volume so we don't get any reverberation through the microphone because I don't want to end up hearing myself. But you can come in and have a chat with me live in the Zoom room. You can start to post your comments in the comments section. If you want a reading, we can do cards. Just ask me point blank intuition. We can go to, I got many different book readings. I got 14 different decks. You can give me the deck number you want, 1 through 14, and then we do a live shuffle through the digital connection, if you will. Or you can give me a call at 206-588-0661. So we're going to take a brief break. I'll run down and grab my phone, and we will be back here in about 2 minutes. Let me find a song for us to play. Let's go with the ripple effect. So we'll be back here in about 2 minutes. We're going to just take a quick break. I'll get ready for your questions. And again, Zoom link, phone link, or you can post a question here on the live Facebook comment sections. And my moderators and admins are paying attention, so they can get to you. And I'll try to get to everybody as I can in place of your subscriber badge, if you're a Patreon prospector, if you're Diamond Sub subscriber, or Star Sender. So we'll be right back here in about, let's see, the song is Ripple Effects, it's about 2 minutes. So we will be right back.
It's really that simple. Everything we do leaves a ripple. It's really that simple. Everything we do leaves a ripple. A ripple in time that turns to a wave. You either surf it or it crashes down. Choose your adventure, cause eventually you're ashes. So I live for my passions. Ain't no life passing me by. I'm all about action. We can talk about it later when we feel the effects, cause they were lasting. Putting in the work now, so later we can get back. I ain't got no 401k, just a click track. Making something out of nothing, and that something gives back. Residual energy, call that the feedback. Loop it up and make a new arrangement, then bump that to infinity and back to the present, where we put it on wax so we can deliver the message to the people tuning in on the earbuds, or if they hear it on the speakers in the big club. These days it's rare to hear something unique. Copycats copying copycats and sounding weak. I'm here to leave an impression, cause it seems the rap scene is in a depression. It's really that simple. Had to shake it up, change the perception. Laughing instead of crying and complaining, control the emotions. Even when it's raining, the grass is growing, and I'm knowing that it takes hardship to build character. That's why I'm breathing it in, don't need an air filter. Building up resistance, immune to the garbage. Sticking to my heart, that's the life of an artist. Hardest thing I've done is stay true to it. A lot of cats fall off, don't follow through with it. I try to not get lost when I'm looking for myself. The moral compass guides us to find the true north. Stick to the path, I stay on course. Of course I lost my way a couple times to find my voice. Now that I found it, I'ma use it, make some noise. Better yet, some music so our souls can rejoice.
All right. It's called The Ripple Effect by Spence Quality. Hope you enjoyed that song. And then the other song was called Knockout. That was a song that I opened up the show with, by Adam Griffith. And I always give them the information through my shows on YouTube or here on Facebook, because this is all Meta approved music. So these artists are artists who have shared their music collaboration with us and allows us to use their content. So again, Knockout by Adam Griffith was the opening song. And then uh, Everything is a Ripple, The Ripple Effect by Spence Quality. So all my music is always copyright trademark free. So, all right. So reading room is open. Go ahead and post your questions. Zoom room is open. If you want to grab the link, if my admins could grab the link for anybody that wants it, it's up above. You have to go up on the comments. There's a lot of people watching, so we get a lot of comments. But you can call me at 206-588-0661. That's my line here. I've got the phone. We can have a chat. If you come to the Zoom room, we can have a chat based on dreams, or maybe just something going on in your life from a psychic standpoint, intuitive standpoint. Mediumship has to work through the Zoom room or the telephone. I can't do mediumship through the comments. If you want to just connect to somebody, I can't guarantee they're going to come through, but you can always give it a go, right? I'm always about exploring and discovering and dreaming and prospecting for the many things that are unknown and unseen, right? Including the spiritual world. So, hi, Tina. Hi, Bakur. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Lloyd. Hi, Christine. Capolota. Diane. John. Starkey. Olga. Hello. Rafe. Hello, my friend. How are you? Imelda. Danny. Terry. Stephanie. Aduni. Zemena. Uni. Hello to all of you. Megan. Lori. Hello to you. Good morning to my mom. She said good morning. Tony. D'Amico. Alan Raymer. Lucia Fatima, hello to you. Christine, Yvonne, May Britta Annie, Jakai Jackson, hi Misha, Angela, Michelle, Valerie, Irene. Okay, so a lot of people tuned in today. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great holiday season if you're here in America. Hi Rosa, hi Sonia, I see you. Hi Patricia. So we're to the section now. The reading room is open. If you have a question, we've got 14 different decks right off the camera here that have all been shuffled and ready to go. You just tell me what deck you want, 1 through 14, or you can say I want a book reference. You'll pick the deck if you choose a card. You'll also pick the page number of the book, or you can come in the Zoom room and chat me up, or give me a call at 206-588-0661. Make sure to visit marclainhart.com if you have questions, bookings, upcoming events, you want to subscribe, become a Patreon prospector, want to get on my podcast, want to visit my development group, want to become a Diamonds Hub subscriber. Offering a lot of different pathways now to different modalities, whether it's meditation, mediumship, psychic, practicing, healing, sound bath, getting out in nature. Hopefully this knee will get repaired here within the next month. Well, it's repaired. It's just I'm having to recover and heal and rehab, but looking to get it more out into nature in 2025, finish up my second book, work on some of the things I was just talking about. So hi Pernille, hi Mike, hi Thomas, hi Ava, Sarah Anderson, hello to you. So again, if you have a question, don't be shy, post it in the comment section. My team is making sure the comments are staying, civil and respectful, and don't come into the reading space and say, oh, I've got a better website or I'm more accurate reading. That's just like a spam call and you're going to get blocked out from the community. So the best way to do it is to not do it at all, because we don't reach out to people. We don't cold call people. If you are really wanting to prospect with me today, you'll ask a question. You'll either post in the comments, you'll click on the Zoom link, come into the Zoom room, or you'll give me a call at the number provided. It's all in the comment section, all up. If you just scroll up, if you will. So, hey, Mark. Hi, Neil. All right. So let me see. I don't have any questions coming in yet. So this would be the time. Go ahead and post your question. If you post it up above, go ahead and post it again, because we get a lot of people either watching or interacting. And so sometimes your comments are either missed or I'm not seeing them real time. So don't take it personally if I'm not responding to you. But go ahead. I think I'm caught up now as far as the comments go. And again, Zoom room is open. Hi, Sandra. The Zoom room is open. Click on that link. It should be up above. Look for the avatar of me and look for the avatar of the phone number. And we'll just wait to see if anybody has any questions. If not, then I will call it a day. and Friday, and get ready for a a weekend of still just rest and recovery. So, hi, is it Bellany? Bellany Mentor, hello to you. Thanks for being here. So we're in the reading space. Reading room is open. Zoom room is open. Hi, Cho Mao, Bangalore. Hello to you. Reading room is open. You can call me, Zoom me, or post a comment in your comment section. So, hi, Nilma. Be surprised. This would be the first show where nobody's asked me a question or for a card or for a book reading, or I'd be the first. Everybody must have all the answers then if nobody has a question. So again, today we're talking about what dreams may come, the power of dreams, the scientific part of the dreams, the spiritual aspect of the dreams, the cultural aspects of the dreams. And I'm just naming it what dreams may come. After the great movie starring Robin Williams, which is a great visual perspective of the afterlife. You know, it is, if that what happens, great. If that not what happens, great too. I don't remember being born, so well, I remember dying, right? That's kind of that whole concept. Hi, Jimmy. So dreams, what dreams may come. All right. So I'm not seeing any questions come in, so we'll start to wrap up. Again, the Zoom room is open. I love chatting with people. So if you want to come in and just chat, based on a topic, what's going on in your journey, what's going on in your life, please come in the Zoom room. It's free too, right? If it's, I'm not charging you. So this is my pro bono work. Outside of this, you will get charged. So this is, take advantage as a star sender, take advantage as a subscriber, take advantage as one of my Patreon prospectors, take advantage of, as a Diamond Hub subscriber. This is my time to help you in your journey to explore, discover, to dream, to heal, to transform. And next Friday will be the first Friday of December. So just a reminder to all my subscribers, if you're within the subscriber page of Patreon or Diamond Hub here on Facebook, those links are at the top of the pages. Those links are exclusively for the subscribers, paid subscribers. It doesn't have, if you're a subscriber, but you're a free subscriber, you wouldn't have, you can have access, but you won't be let in. But Diamonds Days next Friday, first Friday of every month, both in the morning and the afternoon. I have 2 sessions where you can come in and have a one-on-one consultation with me, and we can explore a prospect for whatever's on your heart. So take advantage of that as part of the subscriber benefits of my program, the Diamonds Hub. You can get the links here at marclainhart.com. Love to continue prospecting with you and helping you. And when I help other people, you help me as well. So it's a mutual benefit. So Lisa says, "Can I get a card reading?" You bet. Lisa. Sorry, Lisa. What deck would you want? 1 through 14. So go ahead and pick a number 1 through 14, and we'll grab that deck for you. Hi, Richard. Hi, Renaud. What do nightmares usually mean? Can they be premonitions? Lisa's asking that. They can be. They can. I believe that we have the ability to precog, to know something before it happens. I know it's happened to me specifically. I've known that it's another reason to keep a dream journal, Lisa, for the fact that you may precog see it, and then it happens a week later, a month later, a year later. I've had to go back and be like, where do I know this from? And I've gone back to my dream journal. I'm like, oh, it doesn't play out exactly as your dream goes. Nothing. I have not found everything to be 100% accurate. But yes, I do believe that precog can be part of that dreamscape of seeing ahead. Because again, we're the only species that measures our life by a time construct. No other species on the planet does that except human beings. And the time construct is based on us going around a big ball of fire, based on the year. The year is broken down into months. Months are broken down into weeks. Weeks are broken down into days. Days are then broken down into a 24-hour period, 12-hour, day, 12-hour night kind of thing. So in the spiritual concept, I found that there is no time. Time is not linear, and past, present, future. So you may be tapping in from something in the future based on your dreamscape is what I'm saying. All right, so you want number 1. Okay. So the deck for you today, Lisa, this is deck number 1. This is the color deck. So we're going to work with colors, which I find very, very important for the journey. So when you're ready, for those watching, you can pick the deck. You can pick a book reference. So Lisa's picked deck number 1, the color deck. And then Lisa, when you're ready, just type in stop. I'll give you about 10 to 15 seconds. Take a breath, set your intention. And while I shuffle here, when I see the word stop in the comment section, that's a card that you'll pick. That's a card that I'll read for you. Hi, Tim. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Denise Sanchez. How are you? Abraham, hello to you. Hi, Barbara. Barbarella, good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Ken Reynolds, hello to you. So we're doing the reading aspect now. We were talking about what dreams may come, and Lisa is picking her color card deck. So I'm shuffling, just waiting for her to type stop in the comment section. Could you choose the outcome of your reading, not me? I'm just the messenger, right? I'm just the medium, right? Between. So, hi, Arno. So go ahead and type in stop, Lisa, when you're ready. That's a card that we'll pick for you. I'm shuffle along. I give you about 10 to 15 seconds, then I know that you're interacting. You're still watching on the show. You're still interacting. So waiting for the stop from Lisa. Hi, Nat. Lisa, are you still there? Okay, got to reshuffle. Got to reshuffle and stop. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So again, you're choosing the outcome based. I just shuffled. It's a digital interaction, a quantum interaction, if you will. So Lisa, the card for you today is the color of turquoise. So it says awaken your empathy. So empathy, I believe when we're born, we all have a moral compass, we all have empathy, and we all have intuition. And turquoise is very fascinating for me because it is the color of transformation. It's the color that I would equate to the caterpillar becoming that beautiful blue butterfly, right? So it's talking about awaken your empathy. And so empathy, how I would describe empathy for people, if I was to yawn, some of you watching may actually respond to that yawn with your own yawn. That is the natural empathy of the human condition, the human energy, right? So that's the natural, normal, basic empathy. Empathy, there's a quote, I can't remember who said it, but they said, when you feel pain in your own life, that means that you're alive. When you feel other people's pain, that means that you're a human being. And trust me, over the last 8 months of rehab and 2 major surgeries, I've been feeling a lot of pain, but it reminds me that the pain also makes me feel alive. So empathy for you, Lisa, is awaken your deeper empathy. And the number associated with this on the card is 34. 34 is the number. 3 plus 4 adds up to 7. 7 in numerology represents truth. The 3, if it's broken down, the 3 represents compassionate expression of oneself, the compassionate expressive energy. And then the 4 of that side is what you put in, the hard work. What you put in, you get out. So 3 and 4 is going to reveal your truths to what's going on with empathy. But pay attention to that color. Wear it. Get some. You've got a crystal that color. Pay attention how it shows up in your journey. The signs, the symbols, the synergy, the synchronicities, if you will. Great card. Thank you for asking. So reading room is open. Zoom link is there. If you want to come in and have a live chat with me, the Zoom room is open. You can call me on my business line, 206-588-0661, or you can post in the comment section that you'd like to have a card reading, a book reading, and then we can go from there. 14 decks, all shuffled, all ready to go. Lisa just worked with the color deck. This was the number 1 deck that she picked based on the number. And appreciate you, Lisa. She does great work. If you want to check her out, she's a hypnotherapist that helped me on my own journey. As one of the things that I worked on my own counseling is hypnotherapy, biofeedback, grieving counseling. And so look her up if you get a chance. Lisa Shook, highly recommend her. Hey, Sean. Hi, Robin. Hi, Jakub. Hi, Carmel. Hi, Chuck. Hi, Ryan. Is it Ryan Jones? I think it's spelled that way. Hi, Norma. This answer was very clear for this situation. Good, good. And I find that a lot of times they kind of resonate or they have that clarity for what's going on in your journey. That's why I do this on Fridays for Metaphysical Meetup with Marc Live. So you're very welcome, Lisa. I appreciate you. Hey, David. All right. So any other questions? Hi, Nancy. How do you get the Zoom link? Here, I'll post it again. But if you scroll up, Nancy, the Zoom link is up above. It's always there. Look for my avatar. I'll put it in again, or if one of my, if Jane or Colleen, if you guys are on, if you could grab that Zoom link and share it with Nancy. Hi, Karina. I'll put in, I'll put it in one more time here. Sometimes they can disappear based on, the algorithms. Let's go. Smashed it. And see if the link's still there. Yeah, link's still there. All right, so I put that in the comment section again. Just look for the avatar if you want to come in, Nancy. Hi, Katie. How are you? Good to see you. You can also call me 206-588-0661. That'll ring right here to my studio. That is my business line. So look for the Smashed It Zoom link. If you want to come in the Zoom link, have a chat with me. Let's chat. Let's talk about dreams. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. Let's inspire people. Let's, I know there's a lot of uncertainty and anxiety going on in our world, which I've been talking about since 2018. Our Roaring 20s of transformation. But this is why I show up on Fridays, for this pro bono work and my time to inspire, to encourage, to motivate, to help you out, help you think outside the box. So we're gonna have Nancy come into the Zoom room. It's at the bottom of the page. I pinned it. Thank you. So moderators they pinned it at the page. So either Jane or Colleen. Hey you. Oh, connect into audio. Give her a second here. All right. Hey, Adam. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hi, Nancy. Let's have you come off mute, my friend. So look for. So here, I'll ask to unmute. You should get a note again. There you go.
Got it.
How are you, my friend?
I'm hanging in there.
Hanging in there one day at a time, right? That's the journey. Unmute. You should get a note again. There you go.
Got it.
Oh, you got to turn your volume down though on the show.
I'm hanging in there.
Hanging in there one day at a time, right? That's the journey. You should get a note again. There you go. So turn your Facebook show down on your computer. Turn your volume down though on the show.
I'm hanging in there.
Or just pause it. There's a microphone that you can hover over on that Facebook page. And that'll turn it down. Turn your volume down though on the show.
I'm hanging in there.
Or just microphone that you can hover over. All right, let's see if that worked. We'll know here in a second because I'll get an echo. All right, how about now? All right, let's see if that worked. Nope, I can still hear it. I'll get an echo.
Yeah.
So I would just shut out of the show for right now. Just go ahead and X out because you're here on Zoom, so you won't get that feedback. There we go. That should work. I'm not hearing any echo now. But you're on mute. Technology. Here, I'll ask you to unmute again. There you go. You're still on mute. So you have to hit your little red microphone. There's 3 dots up above in the box, and it'll say unmute. Hi, Grasna. Or I'll send you a notification. Up above in the box, and it'll say okay. Unmute. Yep, still got echo. I can still hear the show playing. So did you close Facebook? Just close Facebook out altogether, and then you can come back. Yeah, still got echo. I can still hear the show playing. So did you close Facebook? Just close Facebook out altogether.
Okay.
Yeah, still got echo. Close it down. That should take the echo away. Facebook out altogether.
Okay.
Close it down. That should take the. Hi, Martin. Hi, Betty. Thanks for being here. Any other questions? Go ahead and post them in the comment section. You can call me on my phone, 206-588-0661, or you can come in like Nancy has.
I think it's better. Is it better? Do they do it?
I think so. I'm not hearing any. You'll know there's usually about a 3-second delay, and then you can hear it. So just if you close out of Facebook, it should shut that down.
I did. Yeah, it's all. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That was bad.
Right, it happens. Hi, Sharon. So what's going on?
Well, you and I are going through health challenges, I guess.
Yeah, the journey of surgery and rehabilitation and pain. But like I said, pain makes you feel alive. You know that you're alive because you feel the pain. Yeah. And then you feel the pain of another person. That's being a human being. That's empathy.
That's right.
It's a part of it. It wears on you. Based on what you've gone through. And like I said, for me, it's been 8 months of having no surgeries in so many years, and then having a slew of surgeries, and not just surgeries, like major surgeries, like left knee got completely repaired, my low back got completely repaired, and it's for a good thing. But getting through it in 8 months of rehabilitation, it weighs on you, it weighs on your mind. But
it does.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that's where the mindfulness comes in, right?
Well, it does, and I don't know what I do, but I'm able to just pull myself back up every now and then. I just like, and then pull myself back up.
Yep.
I think it's some inner strength that I get from this connection, this connection up
Yeah, I think it's inner strength, and I think also there's strength that comes from the spiritual side. Those that have gone
Yeah,
on before
that's what I mean.
that,
Yeah.
that can come back and be like, hey, you still got it, you got, life ahead of you, and we're going to help you. We're not going to give it to you. We're going to guide you and help you. And you have, through free will and choice, you have to decide if that's the right path. But yeah, I talked about this a few weeks ago. Get knocked down 7, stand up 8, the Japanese
Yeah.
proverb. And we all get knocked down in life, but it's about how we get up and how we change our viewpoint and strengthen mindfulness. So
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Well, I just got out of the hospital. I went to the ER because I went numb. This side of my face went numb and then down my arm, and the orthopedic guy says it's my neck.
Okay, so more nerve versus stroke or
Right.
cardiac. So
But
that's
the
that's better than that's the better of
hospital,
the three, just so you know. Between the
right.
cardiac and stroke, the nerve pain, it sucks. But if you're gonna have out of those three, that's what you want, is the
Yes.
C7. Yeah.
Well, they did a whole stroke workup on me and kept me there
Oh
for
yeah.
3 days. Oh, that was not fun, but I came out and I'm fine, so.
Okay.
But while I was in there, I had some experiences that were interesting.
Okay.
They're wheeling me into to get an MRI, and I looked up and there were all these drawings on the wall of plants, and I just had this sadness come over me about having to leave the plants behind.
Huh.
I was like, I'm not ready. I don't want to, I'll never see that plant again.
Hmm.
But then something shifted, and somebody came in and gave me an echocardiogram,
Mhm.
and I just started getting all kinds of information for him.
Hmm.
And I just gave it to him, and he was real happy. And it just shifted because I connected and brought that through. Everything just shifted. And I was fine again. So I know that when I open up and I connect, it it is healing. It really is healing. It opens up that part of me that knows what I need to do, I think.
Mhm. And it brings healing and inspiration to others, right? That's the
Yes, yeah, he was
big
real
part of.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah. I found, I don't know if you found this to be true, but I found in, the last 8 months of the surgeries that I've gone through, and the doctors and the nurses, just people of compassion, people of being in service. Some of these nurses that I've
Yeah.
worked with and have helped me, and just so caring and so, loving, and, perfect stranger, right? That's the beauty of the healthcare system, even though, over mandated, and not enough people in it. The people that you do interact with, at least from my experience, both surgeries have been just awesome, and the
Yeah.
people and the caretaking have been just very heartwarming. It gives you confidence in humanity again, I guess, is what I
It
could say.
does. Yeah.
These people don't know me from Adam, but yet they're very kind and compassionate and caring and show empathy, and you know um
Yeah, I was
so
having a hard time getting discharged because they were waiting for results of this one test.
yeah.
We happened to mention it to one of the RNs that wasn't even my RN, and he went to work on it, and he got the test read and got me discharged. And when he came in to tell us that he'd worked it out, he was teary. He's like,
Mhm.
I got it, I fixed it for you, and he said, I think I know you from somewhere.
Oh,
We're like,
interesting.
no,
No,
no, I don't think so. But he kept
past life.
looking at us and saying, I know you from somewhere. And finally I said, I think it's energetic, it's an
Yeah,
energetic thing, you
yeah.
know.
Soul
So
recognition. Yeah, yeah. There's
yes.
2 shows. Check out the 2 shows, and for everybody watching, Saint Dennis, which is a new show on NBC. It's a comedy. It's like if you like Parks and Rec or The Office, where they look where they're it's a show, but they look into the camera, and it's that humor, like where they kind of look at the camera, like, okay. But it's based on a hospital in Portland, and it's a new show.
Oh,
Funny
oh,
as funny as hell, because it gives that perspective of the healthcare industry. So think Office, but in the hospital setting. It's called Saint Dennis,
Saint
and it
Nicholas.
just premiered a couple weeks ago. And then the other show that we've been watching, which is really interesting, is called Brilliant Minds. And he's the doctor that really tries to understand his patients and what they're going through, and put himself in the same scenario so he can find a professional diagnosis and a treatment. And each show is very well written. So Brilliant Minds and Saint Dennis is comedy versus drama. But
Yeah.
I've been kind of watching those shows because I spent so much time in the hospital and so much time, going to doctor's appointments. So,
That
but
on
I'm
one of
glad.
the regular station networks? Is it?
Yeah, both. One I think is one is CBS and one is NBC. If you just type in
Okay.
Brilliant Minds or St. Dennis, it'll pull up for you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
That's the
cool.
world we live in. But
Okay.
yeah, check those out if you're
Yeah.
bored sitting around rehabbing, because like I
Okay.
haven't been able to go anywhere for like the last 2 weeks because my kids are all
Oh,
wrapped up. Um,
right.
but I'm glad that you didn't have a stroke, because again, that the first thing you said when you said numbness down the face, I'm like, uh-oh, they're going to test you for stroke, because that is a
Right.
stroke symptom.
They
Uh,
told me I did, but I didn't. I didn't. I don't. They say they saw an old stroke in there, which I already knew about. So I don't think I had a stroke. No.
yeah, so more of the nerve stuff with the C7 and stuff. But I'm glad you're
Yeah.
doing well, and I'm glad you're out of the hospital. So keep
Yeah.
rehabbing, keep breathing, keep positive mindset. Let's pull a card for you real quick. Give me a number 1 through
Sure.
14. Let's pull a
Sure.
card and see what the message is for you.
Run through 16,
14.
14, 1 through 14, 12.
Yep. 12. Well, that was easy. So the flower sentience deck for you today. So hope you like it.
Oh,
All right. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Set your intentions.
I was a floral designer for a long time
Oh, I
and
didn't know that.
designing gardens too. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. When you hear the word stop in your mind, say it out loud, and we'll talk on the other side.
Stop.
All right. So today's card is called the Pink Carnation. I don't know if you have a resonance with Pink Carnation,
Mhm.
but it says here the pink carnation symbolizes a vision of loveliness that takes the breath away and is particularly associated with Mother's Day.
Oh,
So mother's energy is coming in. So definite links with mother by receiving this card. So this is a link to mother, pink carnation. Okay. And it says there's no love that compares with that of true maternal love, which does not always come from a birth mother. The words "my heart aches for you" are spoken through this flower. So obviously somebody, either your mother or somebody that was like a mother figure to you, is speaking through the card, through me as the messenger, as the medium, to say, my heart aches for you. So
yeah.
that's the spiritual message coming to you from what you've gone through. Or spoken through this flower. The carnation also symbolizes divine love, which is always unconditional, and therefore you always never doubt that.
Ah.
Never doubt that. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, my mom, it's probably my mom, and she suffered with sickness throughout the later years of her life, and she died at 72. And I'm
Mm.
74 now, but I'd worried about getting to 72.
Yeah, I'm
So
with you. My real dad passed at 74, and I've always thought, can I make
uh,
it past 70? I'll be your age, 20 years from now.
yeah,
When I get past my father's biological age, so we think about that. But so that's your mom's way of coming through, even through a card for
oh
everybody
yeah,
watching. That's how the spirit world can work with you. That's how they communicate with us, because they don't have a voice, but they find other means, whether it's a
oh
medium,
sure,
a card. But she's saying, my heart aches for you, literally off the
yeah,
card. So there's the empathy
yeah,
coming from the
yeah,
spiritual side, which I find to be fascinating and healing and inspirational for me. So
yeah, yeah,
I hope that
especially
resonates with
what
you.
I've been through lately. And
Yeah.
I was there with her when she died too. So
So a blessing and a burden, right? Because I call that the beautiful pain, the pain of being with somebody on their transition, but the beauty of being also a part of that. Because death is also a beautiful part of our lives. That we always look at death as something as scary and something fearful, and I don't think it needs to
yeah,
be. I love the movie Coco. If you ever seen the movie Coco, it's a beautiful rendition of death and going over the Rainbow Bridge and
uh-huh.
not being scared of death. And it's a beautiful experience, just like birth. Birth is a beautiful
Mhm.
experience, right? Death should be the same thing. So, but I
When I
call it
was
pain.
when I was standing with her in the emergency room when she was waiting, she was in a process of dying. All of a sudden, this electricity came through my head, down through my head, and down my right arm and out my arm, and just poured out of my hand. And so I just put it over her. And my sister came in and I said, "Feel under my hand." And she said, "What's that?" So that was a pretty major experience for me with my mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hands of healing. So
I'm not surprised.
definitely unlock the secrets of the universe. Energy, frequency, and vibration is the key.
Yeah.
So, all right, my friend. Well, thanks for coming in. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad that you're out of the hospital one day at a time. And your mom says her heart aches for you, so just know that she's around you, and
Yeah.
look for her interactions on the daily journey. And I appreciate you, and I hope you are feeling better.
Thank you. Same here. I appreciate you.
All right, my friend, I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Happy weekend.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye, Nancy.
Bye.
All right, so thank you to Nancy for coming in and sharing that. Again, this is how it works. A Zoom link is here. You can call me, Zoom me, post a comment. Let me catch up on a couple more people have come in since then. So let me just see. So help me moderators, admin, people, my team, help me if I'm missing somebody. So let's see here. Where did I stop? A lot of people watching. So let me catch up. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Mark. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Luxon. Hi, Jackie, Jeanette, Cedric, Sippy, Tim, Paul, Katie. Hi, Katie. Hi, Mark and team. Happy day after Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for your generous sharing energy. You're welcome. You're welcome, Katie. I appreciate you. Again, if you want a reading, come in. Let's have a chat. Hi, Alfred. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Susanna. Honora, Colin, hello to you. Christine, hello to you. Zachariah, Tyler, hello. Brian, hello to you. Colleen says, love that, Nancy. Beautiful energy you have. Yeah, doesn't she? Hi, Star. Hi, Corey. Hi, Scott. Hi, Joe. Joanna. Hi, Amy. Shelly. Tracy. Chase. John Thompson. Nadine. Jean Ann, hello to you. Christine Doyle. Jacobs, hello to you. Jennifer. Packy Miller, hello to you. Rochelle Rain Rue, hello to you. Bill Loftus. Hi, Linda. All right, so people tune in today. So happy Thanksgiving to you. Today's topic, we were talking about what dreams may come, and I gave some tips, dream journal, things to look for in your dreamscape, how it interacts with us from a spiritual standpoint, from a science standpoint, things to look for. That's another reason to have a dream journal, because we are connecting more than we realize. Again, why do we sleep? If we weren't connecting to something bigger ourselves, why do we need sleep? I've always questioned that curiosity, right? And then on Fridays, we talk about the many mysteries of the phenomenon, the mysticism, the mystical, the unknowns, the unseen. That's, I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to explore them and prospect for them and have at least a deeper understanding of what's going on in our world. Even though the world seems to have lost its way, it's always been crazy. We just know it's crazy because of social media and news cycles that report on it 24/7 now. But the world has always been this way. Humans have always been this way. And so if you enjoy the show and you want to learn more about what I'm doing, if you want to get on my newsletter, Soul Adventures, or follow my YouTube channel, or get my book a reading, you can go to marclainhart.com. You can also just internet search the Intuitive Prospector. If you want to follow our podcast, it's called Inspired Living. You can get the Inspired Living wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. We're going into our 9th season. Unfortunately, we didn't do this show on Wednesday because our guest had a family emergency, and so she had to cancel. So I was looking forward to that. But we do have a few more guests booked out into December, into January. We will be back on the air officially December 11th and then December 18th. We won't be broadcasting the week of Christmas. But if you want to check out different topics, anything from meditation to medicine to metaphysics to mediumship to mindfulness, check out the 9 seasons of Inspired Living. We are, according to FeedSpot, I can't remember. We have been now ranked as a best inspirational and best spiritual show to follow. And again, you can get wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also say, Alexa, open up Inspired Living podcast, and that'll play the last episode that we did. Or you can get us through Audible now as well. So, okay. So Alma, hi Ali, hi Victor, hi Mark. Alma says, Alma Mortgage Loans, will you please do a testing for me? I'm thinking of starting a new business and need reassurance. So Alma, how this works, let's put this back into your free will and choice. Give me a number of deck. Intuitively, I feel like it's not the best time to start that with the holidays as far as starting a new business. I feel more aligned to the spring of 2025 time-wise. But we can do a card reading for you. Just tell me what deck you want, 1 through 14, and we can pick the card to align with my own intuition. But my intuition is telling me not at this time. If I'm to answer your question specifically, this is for Alma Mortgage Loans. Starting a new business is always a big chore. I own 2 businesses, right? I own a consulting firm and a CPR company, and it takes a lot of time and energy and effort, and your business license and your books, reporting, auditing, taxes. It's a lot of time and energy to do not just one business, but 2. But I feel the timing for you, Alma, is more aligned to 2025 after the holidays, more into the spring. I'm feeling March. The number 3 comes up for me around that is actually the hard launch date for a new business. So timing is everything, right? But also, do you have a business plan? Do you have a like a forecasting, like what do you see down the line? Where do you see yourself with this business? These are all the questions that you're going to want to ask anytime you launch a new business, but the timing of it right now does not seem right. So, Alma, you want 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the numerology deck. I'll shuffle on my end, Alma. When you hear the word stop on your end, type in stop. I'll give you about 10 to 15 seconds to do that. So I'm shuffling right now. So go ahead and type in stop, and that's the card that we'll pull based on. This is a numerology deck, by the way, number 6 that you picked. So hi, Fiona. Hi, Jean. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Rudy. Another Jean. You got Jean Robert Estelian and Jean Schroer. So 2 Jeans. Hello to the Jeans. Hi, Fiona. So, Alma, when you hear the word stop, go ahead and type that in, hon. Hey, Bayram. A lot of people tuning in today. Appreciate all you. So we're in the reading room. If you want a reading, come into the Zoom room. You can call me, 206. You can do a card reading. Alma's doing the card reading right now. We're working with the number 6 deck, which is numerology, and just waiting for her to type in stop. I'm just waiting for the stop to come in, and that's the card we'll pick. But my intuition is saying the timing is not right, correct. 2025, March of 2025 feels more appropriate energy and timing wise. Hi, Chris. Hi, Julie. So, Jean, you have to type in stop, hun. You have to pick the card. I'm only shuffling the deck. I'm only the hands. Stop. Thank you, hun. All right. So here's the card. Completion. Interesting. So, so we talk about synchronicities and coincidence all the time. I no longer believe in coincidences or synchronicities. Einstein always said coincidences and synchronicities are God's way of remaining anonymous. You chose the card, number 6 deck of numerology. You typed in stop, and the card you picked is number 9, completion. Now, how does this translate to your company? It's exactly what I was saying. I don't feel the timing of the company to launch is in 2024. I feel like it's in 2025. What is 2025 in the year of numerology? It's the year of the 9. And the 9 means completion. So specifically around March is where I feel like the really good timing energy of launching the new business. So you have from now until March to prepare, to facilitate, to get the logistics in line. But it's exactly what I was feeling. I feel like the launch of a new business is going to be in the year of the 2025 or the year of the 9, which is next year, 2025, because we're in the year of the 8 right now. But based on the numerology deck you picked, that's the energy I'm feeling, and it's in alignment with what I was seeing. So I hope that makes sense to you, and good luck with your new business. Much success to you. Wishing you holding space and wishing you much success running a business. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time and effort, but it's worth it. Being your own boss, now being my own boss, being retired and running 2 companies, that's where I want to be. I don't think I'll ever work for the man again. I'll never definitely work for federal government again, but definitely not working for another person. So does that make sense, Alma? If you can just post in the comments so other people can see if that makes sense or it doesn't make sense, it's okay. I have very thick skin. I'm very transparent with my work. So sometimes it doesn't make sense. That's okay too, because it may not make sense. What I've learned, it may not make sense right now, but it's not everything happens in the real time right now. Sometimes it is down the road. So you have to have that patience. There's power in patience is what I'm saying. So Alma, if you could put a comment, that would be great. Hey, Chris. Hey, Alessandro. Hi, Claudia. Tony, hello to you. Ahmed, hello to you. So, okay, any other questions? Thank you to my team for being here. I appreciate you always tracking the comments, keeping the community positive, clean, upbeat. We don't want people coming in creating chaos, which we've had in the past. But the last few months have been actually pretty. We haven't got a lot of spammers in, and we haven't got a lot of people, asking just, silly questions. So that's nice. So that tells me that my team is doing a great job of keeping the comments, hiding the comments, when they come in. And be like, come to my page. I can give you a more accurate reading. It's like, that's a spam call. Why would you do that? That's very, it's very unprofessional, very unethical, but that's a world we live in, right? So, hi, Cheryl. Hi, Edner. So, any other questions? Again, reading room is open. It's 11:30. Hi, Elaine. This is your chance to ask me a question. Again, if you want to learn more about my podcast, get my book a reading, you go to marclainhart.com right here. Internet search The Intuitive Prospector. My show, my podcast is called Inspired Living. Happy to have you subscribe to that if you want. Get on my newsletter, Soul Adventures. Become a prospector, either a Patreon prospector or Diamonds Hub subscriber. And And this next Friday will be Diamonds Day for all my subscribers. There'll be 2 sessions, both in the morning and the afternoon, where you can come in and have a conversation, a meditation, a healing, whatever it is you need for my subscribers. First Friday of every month called Diamond Days, and you can get to those links at the Patreon page or the Diamonds Hub subscribers page as a subscriber. And it's only for those subscribers that are paid subscribers. Free subscribers, I have a few on my Patreon page that are free, but they will not be brought into the room. So it's just more of a reason to be a paid subscriber. For $4.99 a month, that's less than a cup of coffee. So Diamonds Day next Friday. Hope you'll join us and become a prospector in one of those 2 subscribers hubs. We'll be on the air again December 11th with a guest, and then again December 18th for Inspired Living. And then I'll just take any last questions. Hi, Amy. Hi, Maria. Hi, Lowe's. Makes sense, I think. All of it says makes sense, I think. So, like I said, it may not make sense right now. I just wanted to get your feedback. If it makes sense, wait for that energy to flow and unfold in it. Timing is everything. But pay attention to this conversation we had now, and then in 2025, which is the year of the 9, the card that you pulled, specifically March, pay attention to that as well. And then you can reflect back and go, oh, that's what that guy was talking about. Okay. Or it doesn't happen and it's not meant to happen at that time, right? So, but I appreciate you asking. So, hi, Lavinia. Any other questions? Again, Zoom room is open. The link is up above. Just scroll up if you want to come in and have a live chat with me. We can do psychic. We can do mediumship. Mediumship has to be done either by phone or by the Zoom link. I can't do it in the chat function. So if there's somebody you want me to connect to, happy to give it a go. No guarantees, but always happy to be in service to spirit. So you come through. And it's also a great way to talk about people and remember people that have influenced our lives, have changed our lives, have enriched our lives. I found that to be very, very true. And again, if you put a comment in, tell me what you want, card deck reading, book reading, and what you want specifically. Number to call is 206-588-0661. That will actually ring right here to my studio phone. This is my business line. And I think we're good. My team, is there any comments that I missed? We're going to get to last call here. I'm not seeing not many more questions come in. Hi, Dinka. Hi, Matt. So a lot of people watching, but not a lot of people wanting to ask questions. Don't be shy, y'all. I don't bite. I promise. I'm very kind. I'm very helpful. So if there's something that's on your heart, hi, Elian. There's something in your heart or something you're questioning, could be phenomenon, could be mystical, could be unknown. The best way that we talk about it in group, like in my tribe, is we have different perspectives, and your spiritual strength is your ability to shift and be flexible in your perspectives. And sometimes when we have a round table of perspectives, you're like, I didn't think about it that way. So, do I have the answers to everything? No. But through prospecting and perspective, we glean some of those diamonds that are within and the diamonds and gems that are all around us, is what I found to be true. So hi, Jamie Lyon. Hi, Mike Morrison. All right, last call. Zoom link is out. You want to come in? This is your last call. Call me at 206-588-0661 or post a comment in the comment section to let me know if you would like a reading today. Hi, Rich. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope for those of you in the United States, because we have an international audience, hope you had a wonderful, blessed, grateful Thanksgiving filled with good food and roof over your head and family and friends and football. And, my Zags won yesterday. There was some good football on. So my Huskies won, UW basketball, Gonzaga won. So it was a good day of sports, and I always like to see my teams win. So hi, Clive. Thanks for being here. So any other questions? I'll start to wind us down. If I did miss your question, again, we get a lot of people tuning in on Fridays. If I missed your question, don't take it personally. Go ahead and post your question, put bump with a star, and then ask your question again. That means that we didn't either catch the comment, the algorithm didn't post it in a timely fashion, but at least I can get to you. And again, I always try to work with my star senders and my subscribers first. Those of you that have a badge, so it's another reason to get on and participate so you can get that badge, because there are badges awarded to you. And that's what I look for with my interactions of people coming in on Fridays, if they want a reading or, if they want, just to ask a question, Q&A. It's always important for our prospecting, if you will. So hi, Shoshone. Hi, Sunny. What book do you recommend for learning to manifest? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me think about that for a second. Let me think about that for a second. Give me a second, because that's a really great question. Because there's a lot of, and I've done some great shows on manifesting over the past 9 seasons. Best books for manifesting. I'm looking it up because I want to see if there's one that I know that I can relate to you specifically. There's The Magic of Manifesting, Manifesting Your Destiny. There's one by Dr. Wayne Dyer, but I can't remember. I can't remember what the name of it is. But the one that comes to my mind is Ask and It Is Given. That's Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks. That's one when it comes to manifesting. Ask and It Is Given. That's a good book. I read Manifesting Rituals, Powerful Daily Ways To by Emma Mumford is another good book for manifesting. Manifesting Through Meditation. I know that I've read that book in the past by Cassandra Bodzak. Let's see here. There's another book that I recognize as. I wish I could remember the one by Dr. Wayne Dyer. You have to look it up, but there's a great book by Dr. Wayne Dyer that comes to my mind. I'm just forgetting what it's called. I can look that up too. Manifesting Change by Mike Dooley is another good one. It Couldn't Be Easier. That's a good one. And then let me look up by Wayne Dyer. I love Wayne Dyer when he was alive. I followed him for years. Let's see here. Manifest Your Destiny. So that's one of the books. Manifest Your Destiny by Dr. Wayne Dyer is a good one. That's one of the first ones when I started getting into mindfulness and manifesting. That's one of the first books that I read. I just couldn't remember it. He's also got Wishes Fulfilled, which is another book. You can get that on Amazon. And then the other one that I was thinking of, because I read a lot of Wayne Dyer's book, a lot of his book when I was first coming into the spiritual pathways. I'm not seeing it, but Manifest Your Destiny for sure is one that I remember reading. And then the Mind Magic? No. Because we read it in my spiritual group. We read it a couple of years ago. We went through it. But I would say go with just type in Dr. Wayne Dyer, and any of his books are great for manifesting, is what I would say. Alma. So, especially if you're trying to manifest. I always, and I have the mantra for my days when I took sports medicine and human performance. We worked on visualization, meditation, and manifesting it. Now that was focused on professional athletes in that course, because I thought I'd be working more on the sidelines of professional athletics before I got into this. And so the power of visualization is very important, and then to meditate on that visualization, put that energy, because once you put something, energy, intent follows energy, and then you can manifest into your reality. So that's the beauty. That's what I learned from Dr. Wayne Dyer, was to manifest. There's some presets before that: setting an intention, visualization, meditating on it, putting your energy of what you want from it, and then the energy follows the intention, and you can manifest your heart's desire, is what I'm saying. But my mantra has always been believe it, see it, achieve it. That's always been my mantra. So I always start with the belief first, because that's an energy, that's an intention coming from here. And then I always say see it from here, because I always teach that we have 3 eyes in life: 2 to look, 1 to see, the all-seeing eye. So use this eye, because that helps you with more of a broader imagination and perspective, is what I would say. So, but that's what I'd recommend for you, Alma. Thanks for participating today. Appreciate you. Hi, Sarah. Valerie says, where are you located? I am in the beautiful Pacific Northwest of Seattle, Washington. So if you know where Seattle is, I'm over in West Seattle. That's where I'm at right now, in the beautiful, right above the Vashon Island Ferry, Lincoln Park, but I'm in the West Seattle neighborhood is where I'm at, Valerie. Thanks for asking. Hi, Michael. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Juan. Hi, Tanir. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Pam. Hi, Sahan. Hi, Timberwolves. I love that name. Full name, Timberwolves. Hi, Tito. Hi, John. Hi, Holly. Hi, Joy Kelvin. Hi, Shri Kumar. I hope I'm saying your name right. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Hi, Julio. Lindy, hello to you. Sultana, Ron, hello to you. Teresa, Rhonda, Panda Jam, like it, like it, like it. Hi, Brett. Sarah Green. Hi, Janice Conkle. You're welcome, Alma. Thanks for being here. So it tells me when I'm giving you a shout out to and the different names, it tells me we have an international audience. So welcome from wherever you're at in the world. We always talk about unity through community. I'm Marc Lainhart, the host of Metaphysical Meetup with Marc, live here on Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then you can also catch my next show over on my YouTube channel. And again, thank you to all of the subscribers on my YouTube channel. You guys have really blown my channel up. We're about to hit 25,000 subscribers. So very honored, very humbled for the opportunity to prospect with you on a weekly basis, whether here it's on Friday mornings or Wednesday afternoons for my podcast, Inspired Living. But welcome to the end of the year, the end of 2024. The year of the 8 is coming to an end as we move into the year of 2025. From a numerology standpoint, that means 9 is completion. So there are going to be a lot of things completed next year. For me, it's the year of the 8, but every time I'm in the year of the 8, I always seem to have transformation with my body. So 2015, I had a lot of medical issues. 2024, a lot of surgeries and getting rebuilt from my knee to my back. So I'll be ready to go for 2025. Be a whole new bionic man, if you will, and probably live to be 100 now. So I appreciate all of you. If there's no other questions, hi Humberto, hi Marim, hi Brenda, hi is it Hervé Gonzalez? Hello to you. Hi Delea Flores. Hello to you. And again, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm just trying to give everybody a shout out. We had a lot of people come in today into the room. So this will be last call, official last call. Last time, you can call me at 206-588-0661. That is my business line right here. The phone is right here if you want to give me a call and talk with me live. The Zoom link is there. If you click on the Zoom link, that will bring you right into the room. Just ask that you, I had to have Nancy actually shut down Facebook because we could actually hear the 3-second delay of the show going. So make sure you turn your volume down. But if you want to come in the Zoom room and ask me a question, psychic, mediumship, intuitive, healing, medical intuitive, I am a medical intuitive. I don't diagnose or prescribe. I always, as a certified healthcare provider, I always have to recommend that you see your naturopath or your board certified doctor, but we can prospect on a couple different aspects from a medical intuitive side of the house. Or you can just visit me at marclainhart.com and we can do some prospecting later on in the year. So, or next year. So hi Bridget, hi Rita. Thanks for being here. So any other questions? Post a comment in the comment section if you have a question, or call me or Zoom me. Your choice. 3 options of reading today. With that, I will start to close down. Let me get over to the sound collection. Take us out with a fun song. Feels good. I have a whole list of songs I can use. So maybe we'll go with Grateful. That looks like a fun song. Let's see what that sounds like. I do like that song. I've used that before. Let's see if it's in my, I don't think that's in my favorite library. Okay, we'll go with Grateful. That's a good song. Because I'm grateful for all of you. It is, we just had Thanksgiving here in the United States. So grateful for the ability to have food and family and a roof over my head and clean drinking water, things that we take for granted. So that's where, if you're having a rough go, move into gratitude, because when you have an attitude for gratitude, it can help shift your mindset, shift your energy, shift your thought, and create a more positive, uplifting journey in life for yourself. Because we only have one day at a time, right? That is the journey of life, is one day at a time. So I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hi Denise. Hi Jesse. Hi Kurt. Hi Karen. Hi Hussein. Good to see all of you. Rita, thanks for hanging out. So, all right, last call. Last call. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a great rest of your Friday and a fabulous weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hey, Joe. So, all right, so I'm just sending some diamonds your way. I hope that you find the diamond within, and that you pay attention to your dreamscape. That's always important. And I'll see you next time here on the Intuitive Prospector page. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will prospect with you. And hopefully, if I'm here, you never know. There's no guarantees for the future. So next Friday, and you can also catch the next show over on my YouTube channel if you're curious. And you get that link at the store at marclainhart.com, and I'll post it in the comment section if you're interested on being a subscriber for YouTube, Patreon, or Diamond Sub. So I appreciate all of you, and of course, until our next soul adventure together, be kind, be caring, be compassionate. Most importantly, wherever you're out in the world, whatever's going on, I always encourage you and motivate you to dare to dream, dare to explore, dare to dream, and discover that diamond within. We'll see you next time here on Metaphysical Meetup with Marc Live. Many blessings, much love. Namaste. Namago. Take care, everybody.
Grateful for all the things I've seen. Grateful for all the Lord's blessing. Ain't gonna stop, no, ain't no how. Grateful, yeah, I'm grateful. Grateful, yeah, I'm grateful. Oh Lord. Grateful, yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I ain't got no reason to be hateful. Hair and nails paid for. I'm so thankful. Put you through some things I know that was quite painful. Grateful, yeah, I'm grateful, yeah, I'm grateful. Yeah, God gave me everything that I prayed for. Just what I prayed for, oh Lord. Just what I prayed for, oh Lord. Grateful, yeah.
One planet, 7.3 billion people, only one you. Life offers us many opportunities and learning experiences. Are you ready to explore and discover this beautiful planet, the life and energy all around us, the spiritual world, and what is unseen, along with your own personal soul adventure? Marc Lainhart, the Intuitive Prospector, is the spiritual connection you have been prospecting for. Internationally known as a tested and professional clairvoyant medium and spiritual advisor, Marc's work as a metaphysical teacher, medical instructor, radio show host, inspirational writer, and hiking guide are here to help you on a journey of self-discovery, healing, inspiration, education, and a whole lot of spiritual awesomeness. Dare to dream, dare to explore, dare to live. For more information on Marc's spiritual practice in Seattle, Washington, please visit marclainhart.com or internet search The Intuitive Prospector.